Down. Carr, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 6 yards the pickup, and
this has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's caught by a rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 13 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown here. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing touchdown.
He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Raiders 7, Colts 6.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
T.Y. Hilton. It's a gain of 10. And a Colts 1st down.
On the draw is Taylor. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to back them downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Tyrell Williams and the Raiders back on offense. Carr Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. We'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
A loss of 9.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper beat.
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to Komoko Ture.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 23 yards, the final tally. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 20.
2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Complete to Hilton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
a good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
44-yard line.
They go play action with Eason. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the...
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Raiders.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Colts 21.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got his man Wilton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Complete to number 13.
On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run once more with Taylor. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch call. Forward made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action, it's Eason. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Here's Eason off the play fake. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he hooks it in for the Colts touchdown.
To number 86.
Michael Pittman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
It's easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
A 3-yard.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped the second back coming and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
For Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the... And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
3-yard line.
Throwing again. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brought down
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what.
And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
For the Raiders.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab it.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Off-play action. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Carr. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
4th down.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Corey Willis. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
1st down.
And both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.